So capitalism in the United States is really weird right now. I've always found it difficult to understand completely the contradictions in your mind, or my mind and my reality, when I have all these real interactions and real emotions and things that bother me all the time happening in my life. And then I go home and I watch television. I see this really fantasy, delusional land of wants and needs and desires that I'm supposed to see myself as and want to become. Okay, it's now. It's coronavirus. What should we call it? Well, I don't know. It's going to have its own little thing, like the plague or what's the other one? That myelitis, poliovirus, myelitis. And now this one will have its specialty in the future as well and hold memories for people like us now. So watching TV and you see all this fake happiness, this places we're supposed to go, cars you're supposed to drive, people you're supposed to look like or be like or act like or are. And it's totally crazy. It feels totally crazy. It's like, what is this world? Like, whose world are you in? So it doesn't mean I didn't binge watch a show last night until 1:30 in the morning. And I just didn't want to go to bed because I thought, I have to get this out of my head. I have to put something else totally in there, which is also a right of capitalism to view whatever you want to watch, whether it's good for you or bad for you or like screwing you up major. You can do it all here, within the privacy of your own home and safely, I hope. But we're scary fucking people, Americans. Anyways, I always address us as Americans because I still don't feel like I'm quite one of them. I am and I am not, because I feel like more like a world citizen, not just an American. It's, for me, and it always has been, has contradictory emotions. So anyways, this show I'm watching about these people where they date each other in some pod, and it's experiment on emotions, and it's really an interesting and telling experience on American women and American men, and how we are. And you have to give it credit for those people exposing themselves like that, because it felt like totally exposing and, I don't know, emotion provoking, and I thought kind of abusive towards the people who were in it. Abusive, allowing abuse to happen and not putting a stop to it. Period. Well, anyways, I'm here with my cat. And yeah, coronavirusing without the TV on. Understanding I'm in capitalism at the same time, so while I'm like having all this real stuff happen, there's this like fantasy delusional land right behind me trying to sell me something or call you on the phone, do you need this, or advertise. I don't feel like any of that. I don't want to be advertised to at this time. Hello, go advertise. Who wants to advertise? But George Washington, during the George Washington time period, the Civil War, no. Was it the Civil War? No, he was battling against the British. Our War of Independence. Those bastard capitalists doubled, I think they 100%ed the price up of uniforms. And so the boys who are fighting for this country, they couldn't even afford uniforms or shoes. They were fighting without shoes. And the shoes were so expensive. Instead of helping them out, saying, oh yeah, they were like, we're on no man's side. You just have to pay a lot to get shoes. So that was a real problem then. And it always has been our problem. It always will be. Even though we're nice, lovely, spiritual people. At least I'm from the West Coast, so I am projecting that. Okay. Weird times.